Sick Bird's voiceover tech. The fuck? Voiceover test. Sick Bird's voiceover test. Let's try this out. There are other uses for this world. There are other uses for this world. Birds. There are other uses for this world. Click the like button. Hey, everybody, there are other uses. No. God. There are other uses for this world. There are other uses for this world. There are other uses for this world. That's it. That's fucking it. There are other uses for this world. Secret alternate realities of perception and culture. Existing in secret as I speak to you now, hidden and oppressed for thousands of years by religious and cultural conquest. Bizarre and beautiful. One foot in reality, the other in legend. Ancient magic. For me, it is almost too perfect that now, in this time of great need, these secret worlds are slowly beginning to reveal themselves. Maybe here to provide knowledge, as our global culture moves ever closer to the next stage of inevitable enlightenment. Possibly, the apocalypse is finally beginning to reveal itself. Either way, I consider myself a candidate to begin bringing their knowledge and healing to the mass consciousness of our world, if for no other reason than to create a piece of art with tens of thousands of years of imagination.
I'm your baby, and I'm a baby that is gay. I'm gay, as a baby is.
Is that how you talk?
Put a diaper on me. Put a diaper on me, I'm gay. I want to poop in my diaper.
Freak show in a mask.
Yep.
I haven't even done OxyContin for a couple years. Let me look in the camera on this. Weed, cigarettes, and beer, just like everybody else. Seriously.
I don't know. You tell me.
Looks good.
Thank you. I know.
That's fucked. Dude, they shouldn't have done that. I didn't think you could take iboga unless you were in initiation. And here they are throwing that stuff around. I should have said no. Bummer.
The fact it is or it is not doesn't care.
Yeah.
God exists or does not exist. Who cares?
at me taking a junkie from Wisconsin, where ibogaine is illegal, moving across to Michigan, where it's illegal, to Ontario, where we're setting up a clinic, and it's legal. Of course, the thing I didn't left unsaid was that you only had to take ibogaine once. Ibogaine is the first thing that we can give a heroin addict where, when the ibogaine effect wears off, the physical withdrawal, the mental craving are completely eliminated. It's legal in Africa, it's legal in South America, it's legal all over Asia. We're giving ibogaine treatments right now in Saudi Arabia. If you don't want to try it out here, please let us release the cure to addiction to the rest of the world.
Kill me soft, kill me off, kill me always up and down.
If it hadn't been made illegal and the word had gotten out, then all the people who were addicted to heroin in the early 70s, and then again in the late 70s, it really came back. All the people who got hepatitis C from addiction. All the people who, were part of the crack epidemic. All the people who got AIDS. They didn't have to die.
I was uninformed, the informant who informed me.
I lost all my habits. So it was, it's very strange when you lose all your habits. I mean, all of them.
The essential metaphor is that a drug user walks in physically dependent and leaves a day and a half or 2 days later not physically dependent.
It doesn't come from a modern laboratory, but from an ancient plant. It was discovered not by a scientist, but by a heroin addict. It is mildly hallucinogenic and completely illegal in the United States. But having said all that, when it comes to curing addiction, a reputable scientist believes ibogaine is nothing short of a miracle.
Let me add what has not been said. Iboga is an insanely potent psychedelic plant made illegal in the US in the 60s, placed in the same category as LSD and psilocybin mushrooms. After ingestion of the sacred root bark, Iboga produces a 3-day-long dreamlike state, an out-of-body experience where you are led to wisdom and healing by your ancestors or your own mind's projection of God. Accompanied in the physical world by nausea, discomfort, and vomiting, but also cleaning you, physically and spiritually, of any harm you've done to yourself in this lifetime. Iboga grows in only one place on the planet, the jungles of Central Africa, the cradle of humanity, the birthplace where the oldest and possibly the first race on the planet, the Pygmies, manifested. It would be impossible to speak of Iboga further without mentioning the spiritual practice which explored this plant for thousands and thousands of years. Bwiti, kept hidden until now, when the Western world, slave to addiction, needs it most. In April 2011, a producer named Steve Hayes offered me a small amount of money to shoot a film in Africa. I told him what interested me most was Iboga and the ancient knowledge of Bwiti. I wanted to take my fucked up friends and film them on hallucinogens, being healed through ancient magic. To which Steve replied, "How fucked up are we talking here?" I met Ross Broccoli many years ago. He's been my favorite weed dealer since early 2000. He lives alone on his farm. Some may call Ross paranoid or crazy. I've always just considered him eccentric and a severe drug addict.
Is it safe? Don't do it.
Cocaine, heroin,
It's kind of a zen exercise I do in the morning.
and now more lately, Oxycontin.
See, duplicate that.
That was fucking awesome.
He was a perfect candidate for Iboga.
Okay, I sometimes sleep there, but sometimes I sleep up here.
I have been known to spend hours with Ross, just listening to him.
So I'm putting forth that there is a conspiracy to irradiate the world. There's 4 meltdowns going on in Japan right now.
Yeah.
And so those core reactors, they can't stop. They can't stop them. The reactors will burn themselves all the way down into the earth until they hit water, and then they blow. That's just one of many things to look forward to. Total control over humanity, you know? Serfdom, feudalism, one currency that they can manipulate and perfectly control and then spy on everybody, and they've got this panopticon, right? When your every move is watched. I'm sure they're watching us with better sound than you guys are getting on your mic right now. You know, a lot of it's going to be just economic and terror and misery, you know, poverty. And so it's just so dumb, you know, like on its face, that it has to be aliens, doesn't it? I think all vegetables are pretty much alien. I mean, the Indians talked about the corn seed coming from the mothership. You know.
As a side note, it is surprising and mesmerizing to learn that many of the indigenous cultures across our world spoke of alien beings coming down from space to make contact, breed, teach, and sometimes experiment.
David, you all right? Want a banana or something?
All right, we're crossing that line.
You haven't been introduced
Trying to
yet?
be professional. Wait a minute. Who else is here?
All right, move right.
Yeah. Apocalypse does not mean the end. It means the great reveal. That's all.
Meeting us in Africa would be another of my closest friends, Sam Martin. He was to write original music for the film based on what we learned. The spirit of ancient Africa, flowing through Western veins.
I want to take Iboga because I'm an egotist and I want to fucking give my 15 minutes to whoever's listening. Some would say that the height of experience is knowing that the consequences of your experience are not harmful to the experiences of others. The pain of others is necessary. The pain of yourself is necessary. Pain is necessary. Hey, remember when we went to Africa and it was sucked? It totally fucking sucked. Remember when Ross was a fucking psycho bitch?
Sam is an alcoholic, depressed poet, living off of his parents' trust funds.
But remember when we went there? Nick? Oh, remember when he made his really interesting voiceovers? He speaks in such a soft voice. It's so interesting.
He's also a fucking asshole. Both he and Ross were equally part genius and totally fucked up. I prepared myself for the worst, believing that suffering always created better art than love. Immediately upon arriving at the airport, it was clear Ross was already fucked up on something.
You ready to go to Africa?
But, as a filmmaker with this kind of project, I quietly encouraged it.
In fearless fashion we will go to the line that is defined with tears of passion in our soul. We will wind this web of mine. The beery glasses will be closed.
While traveling, TSA agents stole David's toothpaste.
What'd you lose? Toothpaste.
A but somehow missed a package of deadly metal snares and my favorite pipe.
Way to go home without all of us dying.
Looks pretty dark. Alright, seriously, you better move this away.
Every moment is important.
Parents suffering, suffer with me. With laws elastic, greed will grow, and will face fantastic TV woes. Warm the planet till it froze, and the temperature rise while hearts are cold.
Sam was traveling with his French-speaking girlfriend Emily when I told him about my experiment in Eden. He was more excited than I was, and wrote this song before we arrived.
But I think there is fairness in this, our inherent suffering. Suffer with me.
Bonjour.
Okay, we were talking about slavery because we're in Africa. The original slave ships were also the original charter for the Monsanto Corporation. That's how fucking evil these guys go back.